In today's episode, we have our director, Miss Rajni Chitra ma'am, with us, and she will talk about conscious learning and how it's impacting our iKids. Also, certain other important things will be discussed in today's episode. She has been a very active participant and educator for more than 25 years now and full of experiences. So let's hear from her.
It's Ivy, it's Cambridge, it's ICSE, it's CBSE, it's State Board. Now, what to choose and what's the right selection? How to do that? Please guide.
I guess, I want to ask many educators and even the teachers, are they even aware, what is each curriculum after? Our days, there was just one school, everybody sent them, and whatever the school offers as a curriculum,
We'll take it.
went with it.
Yes.
Yes, it's good to have choice because the changing worlds require options because you can't stick the same idea to the same child.
Yes.
As I can go elaborately, and this video will go about 1 hour for you into each and every curriculum. Because this kind of understanding I have done to make the choices to our own team, and we as a school offer 3 curriculums on our own.
Yes.
So
I'm
because
sure.
we know that each one has their own set.
Mm.
But look at your child and look at yourself. I tell you this again. I have seen many of them going for a trend of IB curriculum all the time because it has a fancy
Yes.
and infrastructural and very interesting way of putting it. But when it comes down to their college selections, if they are planning to have their child do their undergrad in India, there are a lot of gaps when it comes to subject choices and the connection between IB and Indian colleges.
Okay.
That means if you make your child go through an IB curriculum,
Hmm.
most of the options for you are abroad where education is very expensive.
Very
It's
much.
very, very expensive.
True.
I'm not talking about simple 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs. I'm talking about 50 plus.
Yes.
So I don't think many of us would want to make that kind of a choice.
Indeed.
So please be aware of this because this is something when the schools are taking in the enrollment, they're not being clear about.
Okay.
Second is ICSE and CBSE are the 2 popular streams.
Very much. Very much.
When it comes to these 2 popular streams, CBSE has taken the whole country and all the students' spectrum and created a curriculum and constantly updates itself. It's a very dynamic curriculum and a popular choice, that's why.
Yes.
Somewhere they think ICSE is little superior just because it has a little bit of application approach, which only works for few kids. It doesn't work for all the kids.
Yes.
So please look at your child. Your child has that kind of an aptitude. He's very analytical. He's of that application oriented. You should challenge him with this kind of a curriculum.
Yes.
But if he isn't, don't put him in the rat race that all my friends' kids are in the ICSE. It is a superior in your head, and you put him and make him go through that challenging where he loses that joy of learning
Yes.
by being in.
Yes.
Now when it comes to finally state curriculum for you is like a government school.
Mm.
The attitude is there. Believe me, I have school students, almost 3,000 plus students who are going in the state curriculum. And those children has the highest number of students who have enrolled in IITs, NEETs, ISBs and all of them. Those children has no difference in the curriculum when it comes to CBSE and
ICS.
state syllabus. You know why? The books are one and the same. Do you know that? State books and CBSE books are one and the same, only the cover changes. Not many parents are aware of this. So it is in our head. So do not feel that your child is in some kind of a substandard curriculum just because he's in state. State offers a very, very ease approach when it comes to assessment and learning process, and that is required for some kids. You should give it to them. If the child is not into so much of academic kind of learning these things and is more creative, giving him a curriculum which treats him with an ease is very important, and you should be able to choose state and make the child go through it with flying colors than trying to put him into that your thought process of a very challenging and superior curriculum like ICSE or IB. Please do an R&D, know your child and put it and see how he's coping up. And if you need questions, please approach us. We'll always tell you. And there are so many aptitude tests. I can give you the links of aptitude tests which you can make your children who are there in upper primary to know what kind of curriculum they're ideally suited, and you can make a choice. Thank you.
Thank you for putting it down so beautifully. And I'm sure all the questions are answered. And next time, whenever it's about selecting the curriculum, of course they will. And they'll get even better answers all the time. Sure. Thank you so much.
So down the line, you have met 50,000 of parents. That's a very big number.
Yes, please.
What do you think the parents consider certain factors by choosing a school and what they should do?
Yeah, it's a very beautiful question because I get to see over the years a lot of changes are there. Recently, I've seen a reel where these two guys were talking about in a couple. Oh, we are a very good parent for our child choosing a school. We did what every good parent would do. We have done a lot of R&D. We went to a lot of schools. We checked out the websites. We read all the material required to the curriculum, did all the research, and finally chose the school which was right beside our house.
Comfort.
Is actually true. See, I have seen the factors that kind of influence a parent, a nurturer, who chooses school. It's definitely their comfort matters, which is also important. Second, what they group, their ecosystem, or most of them are going to, that becomes a major factor because they want the same kind of the play dates happening and the holidays happening for them. And most importantly, what I've seen that decision is your affordability, not just in money, in items. So these are the most important resources. So the decision comes to it. As they grow, I see that that's when they realize the aptitude of the child, and that's when very few parents look at it and see that okay, my child is not able to adapt to this kind of curriculum, this kind of an environment. I need to make changes. Very few does that. But most interestingly, this new trend I noticed in a few years is the kids of 8th, 7th, 8th grade, they are the decision makers. We never had that chance. I think our parents put us in a school, let's say, till 10th year in that school, if possible, +1, +2 also.
And we're sorted with them.
Absolutely. So what I've noticed is these kids, they have their friends in another school. They create scenarios which makes the parent to make the obvious choice of taking them out and putting in that place.
Yes.
Or even if though that school is not working for them, that learning space, they stick on by their own impressions. This is all this happening. As a person who's been in education for such a long time, my sharing all nurtures community is this. When you're choosing a space, a learning space, a child parent is spending almost 5 hours of a day in a place, the whole environment, how it is going to shape you now. Please look at yourself first, who you are and where you're headed. Look at the child, what he is and how he's going to adapt to a different kind of curriculum choices that are there. Please ask questions. And this world of net, everything is out there. Really your own input. And then come down and make that choice which is uniquely right for you. Not it is a crowd pleaser or you have the flock going towards one place, or in the internet the rating is it is one of the best schools. I even tell you, just because the school gets awards, don't choose us. Choose because you are able to connect to what they are offering and what you require. And that kind of an open communication, make sure that school has an open communication. This is a world which this is vital for the security, safety and mental being of the child, that they are open to communication to you at any point of a time. That will make a major difference in your child's life. I hope I covered everything today.
Everything, absolutely. And I'm sure, ma'am, our parents' confusion is also all cleared. And next time we'll consider these factors while we'll select any of the schools. Thank you so much.
Thank you.